We understand how confusing it can be to shop for a new phone system, which is exactly why we've created this video. This video will provide an overview of the Avaya IP Office phone system, its capabilities, and what it can do for you. The IP Office can support from 5 users all the way up to 1,000. Now, whether or not you have 5 users, 1,000 users, or somewhere in between, you'll have the same IP Office main unit. What that means for you as a customer is that you won't have to go out and purchase a new phone system in the future, should your business increase in size. The IP Office is also a hybrid phone system. What this means is that you can have IP phones, digital phones, analog phones, or a mix. You have the ability to pick and choose the phones you want to have based on your needs and preferences. The IP Office is also very easy to customize and personalize. At a minimum, you'll have an application called the IP Office Manager, which allows you to make everyday changes to your IP Office, such as adding or deleting employees from your computer. Depending on how you configure your IP Office, you also have the ability to integrate Outlook, integrate employees who work from home, and even integrate your smartphone. The IP Office has a 20-year mean time between failure, making it uniquely reliable and resilient. What that means to you is that you won't have to turn around and purchase a new phone system a few years down the road. There are also many ways to collaborate with coworkers, employees, and customers with an IP Office. At a minimum, you'll have 2 64-party conference call bridges available to you. On the other end of the spectrum, depending on how you configure your phone system, you'll have the ability to have conference calls with our soft phone option, the ability to tie in your smartphone, and even your iPad. For additional productivity, you can add user licenses. User licenses are skill sets assigned to individual employees that provide a wide variety of capabilities. These are additional add-ons and require 1 license per user. We'll start with the receptionist license. This license gives your receptionist the ability to visually see all incoming calls on their computer. The receptionist can click on a call to answer, drag the call to an employee or hunt group to transfer, or drag the call to put it on hold. This increases the receptionist's productivity by allowing him or her to manage a high number of calls visually at the same time. The office worker license is geared towards your employees who work in the office and are tied to a desk most of the day. This gives them a web-based application called the 1X Portal. The 1X Portal application gives an employee the ability to manage all of their calls from their computer. They can visually see their current call, hang up, transfer, or put the call on hold from the 1X Portal application. They can also view their contacts, call their contacts by clicking on them, and visually see their contacts' availability. They can also visually see and access their voicemails, as well as their call history. The 1X Portal also gives them the capability of integrating Outlook by downloading the Outlook plugin. This will give them the functionality of the 1X Portal from Outlook. The mobile worker license is what gives you the ability to tie in your smartphone to the IP Office. This gives your employees the ability to manage their calls from any location. You simply download the 1X mobile app from the App Store, same as you would with any other smartphone application. Within the app, you can access your contacts, same as you would on your desk phone, check your voicemails, chat with other 1X mobile users, and view their presence. There's no need to turn this capability on from your office or desk phone. You simply open the app on your smartphone and press Enable. Now when you call to your desk phone, will simultaneously ring your smartphone. At the end of the day, you just turn it off within the app. The 1X app also comes with a keyboard, allowing employees to call any number, just like on their normal keypad. When the call is connected, their work number will be displayed on the caller ID rather than their smartphone number. This allows you and your customers to reach your employees at one phone number anywhere at any time. The teleworker license is geared towards employees who work full-time from home. This license gives that employee an IP license, which is the ability to put an IP phone dedicated to business calls at their house. It also gives them the 1X Portal application with the ability to tie any phone to the IP Office. For example, if the employee programmed their home phone number into the 1X Portal, the IP Office would forward all calls to their extension to their home phone, allowing their home phone to function as their work phone. They will be able to monitor the incoming calls on their 1X Portal application. Now, the Power User license ties together office worker, mobile worker, and teleworker. This is made for employees who are constantly on the road, working from the road, and need the ability to work from anywhere. They'll have the 1X Portal capability, the 1X mobile capability for their smartphone and their computer, as well as a VPN license and that soft phone capability, which allows them to make calls from their computer anywhere they have an internet connection. In addition to user licenses, we can also tie up to 32 IP offices together for those with multiple sites, provide servers, data switches, headsets, cordless phones, conference phones, and of course, desk phones. Now, there are many different options when it comes to choosing which desk phone or desk phones that you want with your IP office. Whether you're going with IP phones or digital phones, there are two main flavors: digital labels or paper labels. Depending on the number of programmable buttons on your phone, the label next to each button can be displayed either on a digital screen or a paper label. And you aren't limited to programming phone numbers for these buttons either. There are over 200 different functions you can program on these buttons, such as mobile twinning or paging. Here are some examples of our IP phones with digital labels: the 9640, the 9630, the 9620, the 9611, and the 9608. The 1616 IP phone has paper labels. These are our digital phones with digital labels: the 9508, the 9504, and our digital phones with paper labels, the 1416 and the 1408. In addition to the digital or paper labels, the easy-to-use buttons on all of our phones allow you to easily check and listen to your voicemail, access your system and personal contacts, check your call history, and turn your headset on and off. Also important to note, all the information you can access on your desk phone, such as voicemail, contacts, your personally programmed buttons and call history, none of this is stored on your desk phone. This information is stored on the IP Office main unit under your extension. This allows you to log into any phone on your IP Office and have your voicemails, call history, and program buttons accessible on that phone, a capability called hot desking. Another feature of the IP Office is the ability to control your calls. You can do this a few different ways. Your IP Office will have an auto attendant that you can customize to fit your needs. For example, it can be programmed to say, for billing, press 1, for sales, press 2. You decide how you want your calls to flow. For example, you can have incoming calls go to a receptionist and then roll over to another employee if the receptionist is already on a call. You can have the call roll to a group of people known as a hunk group. You can customize your auto attendant and hunk groups to fit your specific needs. When the AT&T trained technicians come to install your IP Office, they're going to program all this for you, in addition to training you on your new IP Office and the IP Office Manager. The IP Office Manager is the application you'll use to make your everyday changes to your IP Office, such as adding and deleting employees and editing your hunk groups. To review, the Avaya IP Office phone system is a scalable, hybrid phone system that can support up to 1,000 users per IP Office and can mix and match IP and digital phones. We can network up to 32 IP offices together and support almost any type of network service. There's a 20-year mean time between failure for the IP Office, making it extremely reliable and a great investment.